This is Ocean's Moonlit Pathways, and I'm Miss MJ XOXO. This reading is on Bryan Kohberger and the Idaho 4. Did he do it? Did he really do it? But before we start this reading, here is my disclaimer. These readings are conducted for insight purposes only. Everything I say is alleged. Even if you see death in my readings, continue to hold out hope for the missing person's safe return home alive, as you never truly know with tarot. All individuals discussed are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. My readings are not intended to solve or definitively interpret cases, but rather to explore small clues and gain alternative perspectives for contemplation. Please note that the nature of some of these readings may be sensitive and could be triggering to some individuals. This is about lovers. I feel like a lover is involved in the death of these girls. And look, I get interracial energy strong. I don't know if the person is black. The person could be Colombian or some type of Hispanic, Latin American or something like that. But I feel like one of the girls could have been connected to somebody. I feel like this is relationship energy. Somebody that they could have dated or had some type of romantic relationship could be involved in this situation. This is the energy of travel. So someone could have traveled from a distance. This could have been a distant connection. Somebody could have traveled to escape. This is usually traveling to escape a situation, looking for calmer waters, trying to find peace and to heal from a situation that no longer serves you. And domestic violence. Look, domestic violence. A jealous, clingy lover could be involved in this situation. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let's just go with it. It could be somebody that they know. Look, connections, community, somebody who lives in their community. It could be a neighbor. People could have teamed up, a gang. This gives me gang energy, connection. I got a lot of gang energy, by the way, you guys. Society, cooperation, neighbors. So neighbors could be involved. People who live in the neighborhood or around the neighborhood close by. But these girls were hunted. They were preyed upon. They were the aim. They were the target is the energy I'm getting. They pursued them. People strategized to get rid of these girls. And it was a fight for survival is the energy that I'm receiving. Somebody involved is a gambler. They're a heavy gambler. They're a risk taker of fate. Speculation. I feel like there's a lot of speculation involved in this case. I never followed this case. I really did. The only thing I know about this case for real is that pretty black girl. I think her name is like Ashley Gilliard or something. She's like a pretty black girl from TikTok who I guess she used tarot to say that the main suspect is a professor, and the professor ended up suing her. And I was rooting for Ashley as a tarot reader. I was really rooting for her. I'm still rooting for her. I don't know the outcome of that case, but honestly, her situation is the only thing I know about this case. God bless. It's crazy, but I feel like there's a lot of speculation. I don't think that people are sure if they got the right guy, if he's really the, you know what I'm saying. But I feel like somebody in this has money. Somebody has money, somebody had an addiction, and this could have been about a debt, paying off some type of debt. An athlete could be involved in this situation. Maybe somebody who runs track, somebody who's fit, vital. They seek vitality. They want to live a long, extended life. They have strength, and they're fast. They move with speed. This person is boss. This gives me street energy, and the person has money. Master of wealth, risk, again, a risk taker. The person is a gambler too. They like to gamble and they make money from gambling. They like high stakes gambling. Management, a leader. So this is a boss, somebody who has money. Somebody was drunk. Maybe the girls were drinking or something like that. But somebody has an issue with drinking, alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, abuse. And a criminal could be involved. Somebody with a criminal past, transgressor of justice, prison, parole, discipline. So somebody could have been on parole who committed this crime already. This could also be the Bryan guy, with him being in jail. But I honestly don't get the energy that he is involved in this situation. This is all alleged and solely based on tarot and oracle cards and my own intuition. But I feel like somebody with a criminal past, somebody with a criminal history has something to do with this situation. Let me try to breeze through this. Under a bridge, I get the energy of like water under a bridge. So it's like feeling like something is resolved, but somebody holding resentment or something like that and coming back to claim a debt is what I'm hearing. deep regret. I feel like the girl, one of the girls, I don't know who, I didn't do any individual pulls or anything like that. I'm not going to do that, but I feel like one of the girls could have been dating a guy who's in the streets. He sell drugs. Maybe he was even competition, or he was the one funding them doing, like, if they were selling in a house or whatever like that, he could have been funding them. Like, he could have ended up being competition at some point too. I don't know, but I guess I'm getting the energy that she is having deep regrets of engaging with this person. Lack of compassion. This person that committed this crime does not have any remorse. They don't care. They look, gang violence, robbed for drugs, so they could have stolen drugs from them, or they could have stolen drugs from somebody and the person retaliated. And they were followed. Somebody followed them, stalked them, preyed on them. I made some new cards. I get excited. Lawlessness, tyranny and injustice, class division. So I feel like there's a class thing and societal breakdown. So there's a class thing where somebody has money and maybe somebody doesn't have as much money. A fight to survive a night of brutality, crime, and terror. God bless them. This is so scary. Somebody is the situation was like a psychological horror. I don't know if the house was in a remote location. I get the energy of this house is haunted now. So if people are allowed to move into this house, they're going to see spirits. They're going to see apparitions and disturbing visions in this house. So whoever moves into this house, expect to see some wild, crazy stuff. Because I feel like the deaths was so aggressive and harsh, maybe, that the spirits can't rest. They won't rest. They won't cross over. Someone who tries to murder their family. So I feel like they knew who did this. This is somebody that they considered a friend, or maybe like a friend that they looked at as family. And look, somebody in the streets. Somebody could even be a musician, a rapper, or somebody in the music industry. But don't play with my money. They got a gun on them. Can't play with my money. So this could be about money or drugs or both. You better not raise your voice on me. There could have been an argument. Them boys are up to something. I feel like the people in the house knew that whoever was coming to get them was coming to get them. They were planning something. Look, corrupted faith. There's something spiritual involved. I feel like people were into dark magic, witchcraft, devil worship type stuff. It's something dark and sinister involved in this situation. Desecration and loss of moral and spiritual guidance. So it's like maybe somebody could have grew up in a spiritual home or background, and some way they got lost. I'm hearing like a wayward child. Twisted doctrine, distorted and malevolent teachings or influence. So there's a fake pastor, a fake spiritualist, or a devil worshiper or something like that. Some type of religious evil cult or something is connected. Corrupted faith, corruption of their sacred role. Look, gang energy, a syndicate involved in illicit activities, fraternity, brotherhood, criminal organization, a group of bullies terrorizing a school or a community. And we saw these kids with the community. And I feel like one of the kids has a parent or a mother figure. One of them was an overly permissive mom. They failed to provide the proper guidance and discipline to their children or child. They supported and overlooked harmful or disruptive behavior. They wanted to be the cool mom. And I feel like somebody in the house, I'm getting the girl energy. One of the girls cut ties with someone, like a lover. They ended a professional relationship, but I also get the romantic relationship, and this has to do with backstabbing and betrayal. So somebody felt backstabbing and betrayal. Racism involved. Interracial dating turns deadly. So I feel like one of the girls could have been dating like a black or Hispanic guy, somebody who wasn't white possibly, exploiting black people for their physical and psychological attributes. So I don't know. There's racism and race involved in this situation. Severe developmental issues. I feel like somebody in this situation could have like physical deformities, including facial disfigurement. I feel like somebody could have like a cut in their face, scars in their face, or some type of facial disfigurement or abnormality or some type of neurological issue. But I feel like the person could have like maybe cuts, like a facial scar or something. They got cut. You know, no disrespect. Let me try to do this the best way I can, but there's a feminine energy that's involved in this who is not maybe the best person in the world. God bless. Somebody is alluring and charming to manipulate or lure victims, secrecy about their true nature, evading aging and death, and they are bloodthirsty. So I feel like there's a feminine energy who is involved in this situation, who wasn't easy either. They weren't like the sweetest, most innocent victim. I mean, unfortunately, they became a victim, but they weren't the sweetest, innocent person. This guy kind of looks like the killer, though, right? The guy that they're accusing of killing the 4 people. But whoever it is, they were studying the victims to find out the best way and time to attack them. They were preying on them, and they were strategic about it. Efforts by the criminal to hide or destroy evidence to avoid detection, angered by being exposed for their violent and wicked acts. Deliberately overlooking or disregarding bad behavior. That goes back with the mother energy. So there's a mom involved who know their child ain't SHIT. They know their child into things, but they supported it. Hiding or ignoring something to avoid dealing with it. Police treating cases unworthy of consideration, and the police overlook blind spots. This is all alleged. We know these are not high school students. Maybe they were fresh out of high school, but these are college students facing new threats from old drama. So this is like something from the past came back to haunt them, is the energy I'm getting. And look, the witchcraft again. Maybe one of the girls, both of the girls, or I don't even know how many people. I think there was 3 girls and a guy, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't know, honestly. People were into witchcraft and dark magic and stuff like that. They could have been selling drugs. People could have been writing fake prescriptions for illegal drug use. Pops and sells pills. Don't overlook the red flags. Avoid isolating yourself from others. Don't dismiss unsettling phone calls. So I feel like this person could have harassed them. They could have warned them, like, I'm coming for you, I'm coming to get you, and they like probably didn't take it seriously. And it says don't confront the killer alone. And this look, soldiers in the military. So I don't get the energy of a military background. This is street stuff. They preyed on these kids. There was a predator, and they hunted these kids down. An elite task force. These people are in the street, and it's like they have a strong criminal background. Like, they've been in the streets for a while, so they have heavy experience on how to take people out and cover up the stuff. And I know certain cities, towns, states, you could get away with crimes easier than others, and maybe this is one of those small town places. I don't know. Let's see what else. Hidden secrets coming to the surface. So I think something will be revealed soon. Your man be all up in my DMs. Tell your man to stop calling me. I don't want him anymore. So this is like a love thing. This is like a relationship or ex situation involved. Consumed by dark energies, an evil person, an exorcism, remote viewing. Somebody is very spiritually like, I'm telling y'all, people are into things. Don't sleep. Just because you don't believe in something don't mean there's a whole world of people not only believing in it, living it, experiencing it. Somebody is into astral projection and remote viewing. If not, this could just be somebody, I get the energy of somebody on the outside looking in, like watching from a distance, lurking from a distance. But look, again, astral projection, spirit or astral body leaves physical body to travel to spiritual realm. Somebody, and with all that spiritual stuff that I've seen with the pastor, look, high roller, high stakes, deep pockets, lavish comps, the gambler. Somebody, this is the drunk, but the gambler. Let's see. Local suspects involved. Inconsistent statements, difficulties in suspects' interrogation. School trips lead to trap. So I feel like there's people who are traffickers in this. And look, they prey on children. They prey on schools. So I feel like there's guys in the streets that are close to like this college or close to whatever dorm or housing they live in that's close to the school. I feel like they prey on the students to get them involved in hot ghetto mess. A baseball player could be involved. A gymnast or a track star, a runner could be involved. Somebody who could have won some type of gold medal or something like that, or even tried out for the Olympics. Look, again, with the false prophet, there's a fake. Practice what you preach. There's something religious and spiritual in here. Not a person of their word or dishonest. Race, again, is involved in this situation. I get the energy of the interracial dating situation. So they could have been dating somebody that was not the same race as them, and it just, look, the race stuff is, look, Hispanic, drug, they into things, child. A evil person, dark secret life involving violence, abuse, unconventional stuff, and serious crimes. Look, a gambler, somebody who takes risks, casino, dice game turn. So there's a gambler involved in this situation. Again, with the track star, like a runner could be in here. I get the energy of those kids in the house. God bless them. They were into things. They were into street things. They probably was doing some things up in that house that they shouldn't have been doing, and they ended up on the wrong side of the tracks. But I really get the energy of a musician involved, like a rapper, a musician, or somebody, maybe a rock singer, I don't know. A track star could be involved. We saw the running. Maybe the person, this gambler, likes to bet on horse racing and stuff like that. But it's somebody that they know. Somebody they know is involved in this situation. If it's not a family member, it's somebody that is a friend that they looked at as a family member. It's somebody they know. And look, the mismatched connection. And I feel like the class thing, affair with a lower class person. It was a toxic relationship. Somebody was hunted. These kids were hunted. They were preyed. They were being preyed upon. And like she could have, I'm getting the energy of like one of the girls dating a guy from the streets, and she probably ended that relationship and told him, you're dead to me. Abusive relationship, that comes out a lot. And like I said, the person does not regret what they did to these kids. God bless. They must have broken entered into their home or something like that. We know it happened in a home, right? And fake news, I don't feel like the guy that they have is the actual person that committed this crime. I really don't. Something fake about this situation. It's not what it seems. A deep hatred for an ex-lover. Let's see, deep regret over who you chose. So I feel like somebody was dating somebody and they regret dating that person. And that person, there could have been a gun involved. I don't know if they got shot or whatever like that. God bless. And look, the healing journey. We saw that with the 6 of Swords. Healing after a breakup. I don't feel like the guy involved is... I don't feel like he should be the suspect. He's innocent. It says not guilty, falsely accused. And maybe the case will be ruled in his favor. Maybe. I don't know. But I just honestly feel like he's being falsely accused. This is all alleged based on the cards. He's not guilty. This is gang connections, gang ties. These kids were backdoored. It's a revenge. PR, look, media manipulation, fabricated relationships, fabricated storylines. Things are not what they seem. An athlete could be involved in this situation. A baseball player, a track star. We see even like a gymnast or something like that. I got the energy of the girl. It's a girl involved who was that bitch. Highly desired, an obsessive lover, a jealous, clingy lover. We saw that with the 4 of Pentacles. And a violent lover. Abusive relationship leads to this. And the person was stalking her. And they didn't want to have anything to do with this person. They didn't want that person to come around. Somebody has money. Somebody comes from wealth. Or this situation ended up putting money in somebody's pocket. But look, gambling wins. The gambler. So somebody is a heavy gambler. And don't do business with them. I honestly get the energy of like people maybe hustling, selling weight or something like that, selling pills or something. And I feel like maybe the girl was dating one of the girls could have been dating a drug dealer. It didn't work out, but they were advised not to do business with them because they're a scammer. Maybe the girls didn't have enough experience in the business. They probably was selling bad drugs, so they got bad reviews on the drugs. The drugs weren't good, maybe. Poor business practices, fraud. Somebody was a bully, a troublemaker, stopping bags. Did they do a GoFundMe or some type of fundraiser? I don't know. But it was the person could be older and they were preying on children. And it's fake friends. They knew the person that did this. Look, a jealous ex, unwelcome guests, protected by family in position of law or government, drugs is related, mob or cartel. So somebody could be Hispanic, Latin American. It doesn't have to be. The person could be black too. I don't know. But somebody's being dishonest about the situation. This was about unfinished business. Remember, water under the bridge. No, it's not. Domestic violence again. A jealous lover again. They know what happened, but they are too scared to talk. Somebody's scared to tell. Ask the nosy neighbor because they know what happened. The person that did it was at the funeral. An inner city gang is involved in this situation. This person was stalking the lover. Violence is involved. Breaking and entering is involved. This was an obsession. They preyed on this person. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And let's see. The overall energy I get from this, I feel like maybe there's no Hispanics or black people involved in this situation. I did see a lot of race relations. So I feel like maybe these people, this community could just be racist in general, because I didn't even see any black people or any person of color among these individuals. But I have the suspect. I think I know who the suspect is. I'm not saying no names, but I think the suspect is exactly who everybody may think it is. I do feel like Bryan may have a connection to this situation, but I do not feel like he is the one that carried out the violent act. Spirit has shown me that the suspect could be short, so maybe the person is short for a man. The person was jealous and clingy, like we said. I'm never letting you go. I will go crazy and hurt you or myself if you leave me. And in the last reading, I saw the gun, but now we see the knife. So this person's energy is strong. I feel like Bryan could have had a gun, but I don't know if a gun was used. But this energy of this specific person, a knife actually comes out in the situation. This person has daddy issues. They probably had an estranged relationship with their father. If the father's present, maybe the father is someone who's physically present but emotionally detached. The father could have been abusive, a narcissistic parent. We saw the mom too. The mom who overlooks their child's bad behavior. The permissive parent. Don't trust them. They have ill intentions for you. They are fake. The love is not real. They are lying to you. But you know what? When I put that down, I get the energy. Well, yeah, don't trust the person, but the love is not real. Maybe he was attracted to one of the girls and the girl didn't like him the way he thought she did. So I get this from both energies. But he had ill intentions also. And I get the energy of, like, I'm not saying Bryan, but there's more people involved than just this suspect. And the other person is like, I don't care about them people in the house. If you got beef with anybody, then they got beef with me. And they're ride or die with the main suspect. And this was a trap house. These kids were into things. They was doing things in that house. College students, what do? People work together to commit this crime. So the person did not act on their own. Look, somebody was living a secret life. Career involving illegal activities. Somebody is a liar. So I get the energy of somebody that they interrogated, lied, and they are covering up for this person because this person has a parent in high places or some type of connection. Police corruption, okay? And they try to cover up a crime. Backdoor, it's a setup. What is malicious prosecution? False imprisonment, wrongly accused. I don't feel like the guy, he's not the main suspect. He could have ties or some type of connection to this situation, but he didn't carry out the violent act. Those girls were backdoored. It was a setup. Serious crime, a violent fight, so it's a fight that turned violent. And this person was the butt of the joke. This is somebody that they made fun of. Like, he was being intentionally ignored. They laughed at him and mocked him. They didn't take him seriously. They used playful ways to harm this person, and they took advantage of him and picked on him. He was the butt of the joke, and I guess he lost it. I feel like he probably was giving a girl money. Not on no prostitution type stuff, but like, you know what I'm saying? He probably was tricking, like a simp. Look, harmed by a group of friends or strangers over a petty misunderstanding. A group of people physically assaulting innocent individuals. Beaten to death by a crowd, attacked by a gamma or mob of people. I don't feel like he acted alone per se. But look, this is about a dirty lover, an unhinged lover. So it was one of the girls must have been talking to this guy, and he just could not take no for an answer. He felt some type of way, and he bounced. He traveled. He left town. he left. Overseas travel. He bounced. Look, again, a musician is involved in this situation. You know, a rapper or something, a DJ possibly. Passion, soulful sound, celebrations. They could have been partying or something, but I feel like a DJ or something could be involved. Maybe the fake rappers. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am praying for the families. If Bryan is innocent, I am praying for him, and I hope that he is freed and able to live a happy, successful life if he is innocent in this situation. I hope the families find justice. God bless. Very tragic situation. Thank you so much for watching. Happy healing, everyone. Until next time.